Hello everyone, this is Christelle Tyson Escobar with the Tyson Escobar Agency, and today we're going to talk about commercial liability insurance, what it is, how to get it, and what are some important things to consider. So when you're seeking coverage, it's really important you have all your business information handy, whatever locations your business has, your EIN number. This is your federal tax ID number that you have registered for your business. If you are a sole proprietorship, this may just be your social security number. You want to be able to exact how many years you've been in business, what your projected revenue will be for the next 12 months, and then what kind of positions you have in your company, and what your total projected payroll will also be during that time. You want to have the date of your owners, any partners involved in the business, what their ownership percentages are, what they exactly do in the business, and how much they earn. And again, there may be a variety of ways in how you report this, but each company will ask a little bit about that. You want to have a good risk profile. So what kind of buildings do you own? What kind of property do you own? Do you have any vehicles in your business? And what activities exactly do your employees participate in? Or what types of services or products does your company deliver to its clients? You want to talk specifically about how your business does business in your industry. There's going to be an array of industry-specific questions, so you definitely want somebody who knows your business really well to be seeking coverage for you. And there is going to be an array of requirements or qualifications when it comes to underwriting. So each company is going to have specific things that maybe they won't underwrite. So if you have a salon that also does, for example, tanning, you may not have all the options available to you. So you want to send someone who really knows your business. And you also want to consider all the different types of liabilities that exist out there. So general liability, sometimes don't like the name very much because general implies that it really just covers everything. And the truth is that is just not the case. There are only specific things actually that general liability addresses. And when you think about the term general, you want to think about these are liabilities that all businesses have regardless of what they do. But it's really only related to property damage, so damage to other people's property as a result of operating your business, medical expenses of third parties who are injured because of the operation of your business, and then personal advertising injury to third parties, as well as some defective products. But a really important thing is there are specific trade liabilities. So the liabilities that a restaurant faces are not the same liabilities that a painting company faces. And these are actually the really important ones to look at. Often some of the major specific trade liabilities are actually excluded in many policies. So you want to be careful and you want to be able to identify what are the biggest liabilities. So the biggest things I can get sued for in my specific business, and are those things excluded or are they well covered under a certain policy? The other type of liability that's really important is professional, or also known as sometimes workmanship liability. And this covers things like errors that are committed, omissions, so things that should be done but aren't done, and anything like a faulty installation or repair if you're in more of a service trade. Auto liability is also separate coverage that's really important. And that's not only if the business owns vehicles, but if the owners and the employees of the business are using personal vehicles for certain types of business. And employer liability is also an important one. This is also known as workers' compensation. And it's a separate coverage from what's generally known as general liability insurance. But it's really important also to look at. I'll link a video that we have on workers' compensation to this video. But when you get a proposal, then you want to review not only the coverages that are offered, which are really important, but you want to also look at what is excluded in this policy. So what is this policy not going to cover? Does it happen to not cover the most likely reason that I'm going to get sued in my business? And if so, then that coverage is probably not even worth looking at. You want to compare the requirements to any contracts that you have to what's being offered to you. And oftentimes, this happens a lot to our clients. They'll set up some coverage, they'll really like the premium, they maybe even really like the service and the way it was presented to them, but then later they find out that it doesn't meet the requirements for some really important contracts that they have set up. So you want to look at that up front. You want to consider the financial rating of the company that's insuring you. So oftentimes, if you have a low-risk business, you want to also have a low-risk insurer that's insuring you, meaning an insurer that is highly solvent and has a kind of good credit score. You also not only want to look at the premium that's being offered to you, but based on what the premium is being calculated. So if the premium is being calculated based on your revenue, and you're in an early stage business that's expected to grow, then you need to be aware that that premium is going to grow with your business. If that premium is being calculated on a basis of something that's probably not going to grow a lot, like the square footage of your business, then you know you're going to have more stability in the long run, even if the premium looks a little bit higher now. So it's very important to be aware of how that premium that you're being offered is being calculated, and also that it's not being manipulated to look like a really good premium when you know down the road that premium could be increased when your insurance company audits you and finds out you might have higher payroll, higher revenue, higher square footage, things like that. So this brings me to the huge importance of hiring a professional agent. Now, there are a lot of insurers that are merging on the internet, often offering great coverage, competitive premiums, but the only issue here is, when you're talking to an agent who's presenting some insurance to you, you might want to know, will you ever even speak to that agent again? So is this just an agent that is there to propose this insurance to you, sell it to you, and who may not perhaps ever be in touch with you again? Or is this an agent who's actually going to be set up to provide you with personal service, get to know you, and actually adapt to the needs of your business over time? Also, if it's a personal agent, does that agent have a reputation for honesty and for good service? The beauty of the internet is you can often look that up. You can often see, does this person have reviews? What other people say that have worked with this agent? Also, would it be even helpful to you in your business to have an agent that can help with the administration of your policies? If you're a small business owner and you don't have, say, an HR department, or you don't have a big administrative staff, then it could really be a huge advantage to actually have a personal agent that takes care of a lot of the administrative work behind owning a policy. Is this agent going to be able to provide you with personalized advice and assistance during a claim scenario? Are going to be able to kind of hold your hand through that process? And especially if you are newer in business, you want to know that you have someone that's going to handle a claims or an injury or a lawsuit scenario in a really responsible way that could actually help you have a better outcome. And would it help you to have an agent represent you when new business opportunities come up and there are new liabilities, meaning new things you're responsible for, or maybe new insurance requirements that may be fair or unfair to you? If you would like to have somebody review those things for you and give you personal advice and maybe even represent you in an interaction like that, it'd be a really good idea to hire a personal agent early on. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it's helpful to you. And if you're ever looking at shopping out your coverage, or you're new in business and are looking to do a really good job of setting your coverage up from the beginning, we're here to help. Visit us at TysonEscobarAgency.com, or if you're local, you can give us a call, 651-309-6040. Again, thanks for watching and good luck in business.